Hey there, it's Jim again. So this time we are going to be tweaking our website and getting our name of our business or whatever we're kind of titling our website all set, along with a few other tweaks. So let's get started. Last video we picked a theme, whether it's this theme we downloaded in one of our other videos, or right now I'm using this 2012 theme, which is just kind of a real basic layout, which I like. Whenever I'm doing any sort of business website, especially from a instructional standpoint and showing other people how to build these, it's really sort of like start with the basics rather than getting into really complicated themes right off the bat. So right now I have the 2012 theme active. This is one that usually ships with or installs with WordPress when you first install it. So that's what we're going to use while we're in this video. But some of what I show you won't matter. It's not going to matter to the themes a whole lot anyway. So first off, what I want to do is we're going to click on this Customize button. Now, no matter what theme you have active, this is just going to be a button that appears. And once you click it, basically we're going to see over here on the left a few different options. You may have more or less depending on what theme you're using, but the main thing I want to focus on here and show you is this top thing, which is the site title and tagline. We're also going to change that, or we can edit that in another place, but for now let's do it here. So let's make sure to put in here the name of your business, or your name, however you're sort of positioning yourself on this website. And then the tagline, in this case, is what goes underneath that main headline. You don't have to use a tagline at all. There's no requirement to show one. And in fact, you can actually just not display a header at all. So, so if you don't have a tagline, you can remove that. No big deal. That just makes it disappear. I like to do it. In this case, I'm doing it because we have some capabilities here to get a little additional recognition from Google on keywords. So gluten-free dinners in this case, and then gluten-free dinner recipes. So let's do that. And now I'm just going to leave the colors alone, but I did want to point out here that no matter what theme you're using, you're going to have this thing where you can adjust the header image. Now, if you go out, like I probably will here eventually, I'll go and have somebody on Fiverr or another designer create a nice header for me. If you just open up this header image thing, it's going to tell you exactly what dimensions you need for your header. So, just make a note of those, and then whoever you hire to do to create your header image for you, just pass along those numbers right there so that they make the right size for you. And then once you have that image, all you have to do is click this button. It'll open up a window where you can basically just select a file from your computer and upload it. So that's all we're going to do here on this page. So I'm going to click OK. Generally, you just want to click Save to change, or to save the changes. No big deal there. And then the next thing I want to do is I just want to walk through a few settings with you. So we're going to go down here to Settings, and let's just click on that. And then that's going to just open up, all of our different settings here. First, we're going to start in General. Now, I want to change a couple of things here. So I don't like to display the dates on all my posts and everything I do on my websites, partly just because sometimes I work on these, sometimes I don't, but I feel a little self-conscious if I haven't posted in 2 months, after I was posting regularly every week for a while. So frankly, I just basically make it so that I'm not showing any dates or times. An alternative you can do is to, just show like the day. So that's an option, or you could just show a time. Whatever you want to do. There's actually some documentation. You can see you can sort of tweak it so it's got the um, some letters here, so you can just show certain pieces. So what I'm going to do is just go custom. I'm just going to highlight that and delete it, and then maybe down here in the time, I'll just maybe I'll just leave a time on those posts. So that's good. Save changes. Now let's go ahead and go into the writing over here, and most of this we can just leave. Although I will tell you later on, I want you, when we learn how to create posts and pages, we're going to create some categories. And so later on, after we've done that, I want you to come back here and change your default post category to something other than uncategorized. Okay? Reading. Okay, so this is an important one. So we can choose to display our website as more of a blog, where let's say you write a new article every day. Every day that new article posts kind of at the top of your website. Let's just click over here. So I've already got a tab open with my website here. I've got one post. It's called Hello World. This is just a default that comes with the website. We'll have our own. This setting over here to make a static page, I recommend doing this, and the reason is because it makes it so that you've always got a first page that's consistent. And when you've got a small business or you're a freelancer or whatever, you kind of want people to land on the site, and you want to just always sort of have this one focused message, which is, hi, I'm Jim Shirley, and I write copy for a living, or I build websites for a living. Click here to learn more about my different services. And I prefer that for a business website over, just showing a new article every day or every time I post. So let's do this. Let's make the front page into a static page, and we'll just go ahead and edit that sample page later on. So we can do that, and then that's all we need to do here. And then let's go through our discussion stuff here. Now, we did install that plugin to help us block spam comments. So let's go ahead and allow people to post comments on new articles. Okay. And then let's get an email whenever anyone posts a comment. Okay. So that's just basically, if you leave your website for a week, you'll get an email if somebody writes a comment on one of your articles. So we want to have that. That's all we really need. I'm not going to show avatars in the comments. And let's just go ahead and click Save. Okay, excellent. So that's really all we have to do in the discussions. Next, let's go down here to permalinks. Now, we're going to make a change here because by default, our posts and articles, when we write them, are either going to show up as numbers or as like a date kind of thing here. We don't want that. So that Google and other people who are looking in search engines, for various information can find us easier, we're actually going to want to use the post name for our links. And so if this is all just sort of complicated or sounds too technical for you, just go ahead and make this change and don't worry about it. We'll kind of look at it later, and you'll be able to see where that change occurred. And then you see some settings here for some of the plugins we installed. No real need at this time to make any changes there. So that wraps up our video, and in the next one we're basically going to start writing our pages and some posts and filling up our website. So thanks for joining me.